Anglo-Indians, have they been sidelined outside Kerala? What a fascinating community that is. Let's find out. For the Anglo-Indian community, justice remains largely confined to Kerala. Why, you may ask? That's because community leaders say Kerala is the only state in India that has instituted recognition to Anglo-Indians, having included the community under the other backward classes or OBC category as early as 1993. If you look at outside of Kerala, they say Anglo-Indians continue to remain excluded from official classifications. In most other states, the community is not listed under any recognized caste or community category. This has meant exclusion from welfare schemes, reservation and affirmative action, benefits leaving many families without access to basic government support. The feeling of marginalization has been further deepened by what leaders describe as a serious anomaly. In the 2011 census, the census recorded the total number of Anglo-Indian population in India at just 296. Yes, you heard that right, 296, a figure strongly disputed by community organizations. Many point out that individual associations alone have memberships exceeding that number. The discrepancy became public in 2018 but remains uncorrected even years later. Augustine Roy Rosario, who is founder of the Anglo-Indian Suburban Front in Tamil Nadu, says the lack of classification makes it extremely difficult to even obtain a community certificate. He says that nearly 5 lakh Anglo-Indians are waiting for the centre's intervention. Now, 2013 socio-economic study had flagged unemployment, educational backwardness and identity issues within the community. But then, is there any kind of a meaningful policy action which is being taken? I think not. The community is now urging the centre to census data, ensure uniform classification across states and provide some support to prevent further marginalization. Roydin Roach is with us. He is, of course, represents the Anglo-Indian community here. He is a very, very well-known journalist who was with us even in the earlier debate. Let me go across to him, but before that, let me tell you, the contribution of Anglo-Indians has been phenomenal. And you may think that who are they? Well, if you ask yourself, then it's such a pity, isn't it? Roger Binney, people who love cricket. There is a lot of other people. What about Rudyard Kipling, those who read, also from the community, and many, many, many more. But it's such a pity that this has happened. Right? Tell me something. I mean, you know, when the nomination to the upper house stopped, and you know, I don't know, they stopped it. You should first, I think we should all address that abruptly in 2000, was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. And you know, that itself put the community in peril. Would you agree that that was one thing which was taken away? I remember Mr. Frank Anthony roaring in the house, you know, where he would speak about the rights of the Anglo-Indians. Right in Roach.
Well, Sudha, again, once again, back on another subject with you. See, regarding the Anglo-Indians, first thing is we like to tell the central government also, in 2019, when the BJP came back to the power in the second term, they have, they have abolished the nomination of the Anglo-Indian. We used to have one MLA in every state, and in the center, we used to have 2 member of parliaments. But unfortunately, after the BJP coming into power, they have withdrawn that in 2019. It was a time for renewal of it for another 10 years, same as the SC/ST Act. The SC/ST Act was renewed, but the Anglo-Indian community was removed, abolished. The thing is, see, so that we would like to let everyone know that the Anglo-Indian community played a very vital role in every aspect of the country. Okay, let us talk about even including the armed forces also. We had a lot of Anglo-Indians who were there, who were in the Air Forces, in the Army, in the Navy, you know, and education field. Even till today, we are in the education field. And once upon a time, when it was very hard, that when school wanted teachers, they only used to mention we want Anglo-Indian teachers. So that is one of the things that the Anglo-Indian contribution was there heavy. In the field of medicine, also the Anglo-Indian community, the nurses, you know, everyone. It was a huge contribution.
Don't forget railways. I remember in Chennai, Perambur.
Every colony, every railway colony has it. And especially in Hyderabad, we had a place known as Lalaguda, where it was known as Little England. The place used to be known as Little England, because that's the amount of people we used to have there. And you know, it was a wonderful time we used to have. Even till today, we have, when the government says that we only have 200 plus, I feel ashamed of such people even talking about the numbers, when each association has huge numbers, 3,000 to 4,000 people in each association minimum. Minimum we are talking about.
Right.
But one more thing I would like to urge the Anglican community is, I think it's time that you guys come together and work out on a platform where you have a single association. You have such a small number, and you don't have, you have too many associations, and the rule,
All right.
the bylaws say such a thing that if you're in one association, you can't be in the other association,
Right.
which is completely. I don't know why are there so many
So maybe you're
associations.
saying that they should all be united to fight their cause, and
Yes,
they are all
you have to be
segregated.
united
Dr.
by the cause.
Agustin Roy Rosario, he's also joined us. He's Anglo-Indians Welfare Federation of India.
Yeah.
Dr. Rosario, thank you so much. Thank you so much for making the time.
Good
Mr.
evening. Good evening. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Vanakkam, Dr. Rosario.
Rosario.
Good to see you. You know, I want to ask you, Dr. Rosario, that, um, uh, just now Roydin Roach, our friend, who's a very senior journalist and a political analyst, was saying that the Anglo-Indians are segregated all over. But first I want to ask you, Dr. Rosario, do you think it's a good idea, like Kerala has done, put them in the OBC category, sir? Do you think that should have happened in other states as well? Dr.
There
Rosario.
is one thing in this. There is a state list. Kerala state government had decided to bring the Anglo-Indians under the state list, under OBC. There is a central list also. See, the center should have immediately, when the Kerala government has done it, center should have asked the other states to implement it in the states also. Central government, Union Home Ministry is in charge for interstate and community affairs. They should have done it. Union Home Ministry officials should have sent a directive to all states to follow the Kerala example. Now we are faced with a problem. The caste census, when it's taken, the Anglo-Indians in Kerala will come under the OBC. All the other Anglo-Indians in other states will come under forward caste. So already there is a problem. They are saying we are 296. They have left out the census taken under the head of Christian religion. They have totally ignored the figure of more than 3 lakhs Anglo-Indians who were enumerated on the head of Christian religion in the 2011 census. That is the whole problem. It's not 296. The government, central government, census department, and the home ministry, they have totally ignored that more than 3 lakhs figure under the head of Christian religion taken in the same 2011 census. And also, I wanted to add, under writ petition 841/2021, in a case in Supreme Court, that Maharashtra government under Mr. Uday Thackeray, they have filed a case against the central government stating that OBC enumeration should be carried out. The center filed an affidavit, Home Ministry, Central Home Ministry filed an affidavit in which it has said that election results of 2011 cannot be used for any purpose, including elections. That was in 2021. 2019, they passed a bill and removed us. The election, this census figure came out in 2018, 2000 census figure.
Right, I hear you. Yeah.
Remove us in 19 when they already know that the census is wrong. This is our question to the government.
All right. Roydin, I also want to, look at this. I mean, it's been a mess, it's been a mess after mess after mess that, why not implement it in other states as well? And like Dr. Rosario said, and to remove the entire nomination thing and also not bring everyone under, they're seen as a forward caste elsewhere. In all this, what has happened, Roydin Roach, is that there is there is massive unemployment amongst the community. You will say there is massive unemployment in India, fine, but a lot of them are part of the affirmative action. That's the beauty of our constitution, right? So they don't get that. They don't even get community certificates. They don't get any acknowledgement for what they do. It is almost like they've been abandoned. A beautiful, very productive community has been abandoned, I think, by our own country, in our own country, Roydin Roach.
Well, see, Sudhar, very well said by you. The Anglo-Indian community is being neglected all over the country, all over the country. Okay, we are talking about only Kerala. Kerala also, maybe that's just a drop in the ocean. But what I say is the entire community is such a talented community. Okay, the IQ level of the children, the youth, and all, so much of talent they have in them. You can see the number of bands that used to play, the way they sing, the instruments they play, you can see even people who are like, electricians, plumbers, going to ITI, industrial institutions, and all that too, which is encouraged by the Christian institution itself. But other than that, we do not have any facilities in the government. No government is giving us any privilege. And instead of that, whenever you go, they treat you like a minority out of a minority. That's what is happening with us. So there's no existence of the Anglo-Indian community at the moment anywhere. We keep fighting about it, but how are we fighting about it? At first most, I would like to even ask Mr. Derek O'Brien, being an Anglo-Indian, why is that his father was such a top leader, even he's such a top leader, why is he not bringing the people together and fighting for it? I think he's the person who can do it because his voice is loud and clear and people listen to him. So I think Mr. O'Brien has to look at this very seriously. And one more thing I would like to talk about the association and federations which are there. These people have to understand one thing. You are just a handful. If you start trying to deviate yourself into different associations and start playing this is wrong. Now, I'll tell you one more thing.
Yeah,
when we talk about depriving, we have people in the Anglican community who are so poor, they don't have housing. They don't have proper place to live.
That's
they
what
don't
I
have
want to, yeah. So let me ask Dr. Rosario.
The senior citizens are neglected,
Yeah,
including because they don't have certain certification, they don't even get the senior citizen pension. So all these are there which is being neglected. They do not have white
All right,
ration
Dr.
card.
Rosario, that's what Roydin is bringing up, highlighting here. Two issues, sir. No, Mr. Rosario, I'm actually, my time is getting more. So let's have very pointed discussions here, Dr. Rosario. That's my request to you. Number one, he says you are all segregated. You should all be under one umbrella. Someone on top of you who should actually be herding and leading you at the helm. You are segregated. There is one in Ranchi, I see. There is one in Agra, I see. There is one in Ambala, I see. Of course, they can all have chapters. Also, now, Dr. Rosario, the other fact of the matter is that, do you think some kind of a stereotyping has happened? In our country, we are all masters at stereotyping, huh? All of us. Oh, that community only does this. They are only dancing all the time in railway clubs. They are combing their hair, playing the guitar. Oh, don't take them seriously. Do you think that has also meant that the community has not been taken very seriously? It's such a pity.
I cannot I cannot comment on that. But what I would like to say, the fact Royden Rhodes has raised. See, you cannot have one single association. You have one single political party, you tell me in India. There are so many political parties. And within the political party, so many have disintegrated and formed another parties. The thing is, we all come together. See, on 28th January 2020, a pan-India delegation under All India President, All India Anglo-Indian Association President of the All India Association, Mr. Barry O'Brien. It's not Derek O'Brien, Barry O'Brien. He took us to Law Minister. 2 days after Ravi Shankar Prasad, who tabled the bill and who discontinued our nominations, who was instrumental in that. No, that's what we say. Who said that doors are open for the community, but the doors were closed. The same article pertains to SC, ST and Anglo-Indians. See, Article 334A relates to the extension, special reservation for SC, ST, which was extended till 2030 for 10 years. But when it came for the Anglo-Indians, there were so many political parties who objected, saying the nominations should not be taken away. Still, what they did is, when they sent it for enactment to the states, they sent the discontinuation of Anglo-Indians. It was never discussed. There was only a mention. The bill was never brought to the table. There was only without even the stakeholders being consulted. This is very wrong. No, see, what does you tell me this? There is a declaration on the rights of persons belonging to national or ethnic, religion, linguistic minorities. Is adopted in 1992. Sorry. The key aspects is protection of identity.
Okay. Roydin, you have a question? Go ahead.
See, Suraji, what I'm trying to say is, what Mr. Rosario is saying is something different completely. When we are talking about Barry O'Brien is the brother of Derek O'Brien. But at the end of the day, Derek O'Brien is the one who sits in the House. He's the one in the Parliament, so he can raise the voice over there in the Parliament. And when we talk about the same association run by Mr. Barry O'Brien, that association is only limited to people. And the reason today why we lost our status is because they couldn't give the number. And see, there are a couple of certain associations only which are associated there, and the rest are left out. And that's why the number can't be given, because when you're in one association, you have the number there. They are not taking consideration of the other associations. So where is the account go for? So that's completely. I don't agree with what he's saying. That talking about one association, a political party is different. You can be associated with any political party. That's nothing to do with that. But when you come to your community, you come together as a community. We are not asking you to fight as a political party there. You come here as an association, as a member of the community.